The developers of Fields of Mistria have been awfully quiet lately, and I was kind of wondering why and hoping that they were just, hard at work on the Q4 update. And yes, they were. They announced today that on November 18th, we will get the next major content update. This is huge. I was so curious in what part of Q4 is it going to be, and they landed right in the middle of it, which I think is amazing. I think that it was such a successful early launch. The game has really good reviews. It's great that they are getting this content out so timely to keep the hype for this game going. I cannot wait for the 1.0 version to be launched, and we're still a ways off of that, but even what they're giving us in this content is going to be amazing. So I'm going to go over everything they've listed in the roadmap for Q4. So this will be, I guess, minor spoilers. Everybody has a different idea of what spoilers is, but I am going to be going over everything they're going to add. Also, I'm going to go over the future updates really quickly as I haven't covered that yet, so I'm just going to kind of give my thoughts of what else is to come in this game. But let's start off with what is coming in this update. So first up, we have villagers and romance. So the NPC heart progression cap is raised from 4 to 6 hearts. That is huge because everybody is going crazy for all of these NPCs, including me, some which are not even dateable yet, but hopefully that will be coming as well. But I've actually not tried to put a lot into the relationship so far because I wanted to wait until you could get all the way to 10 hearts and do marriage and everything like that. However, I have changed my mind because now they have added 6 heart events for dateable NPCs, so I will be gifting up a storm in preparation for that. They shared a little GIF of one of the events on their socials, and so I'm going to throw it up here so you can see. It just looks really well done, especially for a 6 heart event. They are really going to lean into how awesome all these characters are, and I cannot wait to see how that develops. There's also going to be additional NPC dialogue. One of the highlights of Fields of Mistria is their character dialogue and banter, so really excited to see what gets added here. Moving on to the mines and the dungeons. So not too much here. There is going to be some new enemies added, which will be fun, but if you've already completed the mines so far, it might not be worth your time to go through the whole mines again just to find these new enemies, but it also says that they are going to drop new cosmetics, so maybe some of these new monsters will have some fun things to collect. So again, it'll be kind of up to you. If you got down to the bottom of the mines to level 60 so far, you will have noticed there is the fire seal. Unfortunately, in this update, it is not going to go beyond that. We're not getting a new biome, we're not getting a new spell unlocked, which is kind of a bummer, but also I think that they're just taking their time on the bigger features like this to make sure they do them well. So I don't mind waiting, especially if the next spell we get is really cool. Maybe it'll even be combat related, which I would love. Then let's go on to the town and your renown levels. So the renown level cap is raised by 20 levels. So you used to cap out at level 50 sapphire, and now it will go up to level 70, so there will be lots more progression. There will be additional renown rewards. Maybe we'll even get something a little different because level 70 I feel like is a pretty high level for renown. So maybe instead of getting one of those potions that increase your max stamina, maybe we'll get a potion that increases your max health. Maybe something that's like a new feature or effect for your farm. I think that would be a very cool thing to have happen in this Q4 update. Also, there's going to be additional border quests. There's already quite a few right now, but they are all very similar, so maybe they'll have some multi-step quests or something like that. But anyways, more requests is always great. Additional museum content and rewards. So I did notice that there are quite a few items that are not currently part of any museum sets. I wonder if they'll have some miscellaneous sets or just some additional sets that use some of the forageables that are not in it, some of the crops you can grow, some of the animal products. I'm not exactly sure, but I am excited for more museum content because a lot of the cool cosmetics you do get from the museum bundles. I also wonder, will one of these doors be open and will it open up the displays for all these items that you've donated? I'm really excited to see. The one thing in the town section that I am the most excited for is a new festival. I said in my review of the early access video that I loved the spring festival. It was different. It was interactive. It was multi-days. So I said I actually like that they're not adding all the festivals right away if they're going to do a really good job at making something very different than we've ever seen in a farming life sim. So I'm hoping for a spooky fall festival since this is releasing in the middle of fall. Or I would take any festival in any season, honestly, as long as it is fun, maybe has a mini game, maybe you have to do something leading up to it like in the spring festival. I'm really excited to see what they do. I hope that it's not just a dialogue festival because those are my least favorite, and after I've attended them once or twice, I pretty much never go to them again. Moving on to skills and perks. So skill caps raised from level 30 to level 45. This is going to add actually quite a bit of content because there are 8 skills already, and each one will have 15 more levels and an additional couple of perks. I hope personally, because I have so much purple essence saved up, that these ones are really expensive and maybe really powerful, but again, it's hard to say without knowing the full scope of where these skill levels are going up to, how powerful these level 45 ones could be. I am excited to see what additional perks we unlock. Then we have customization and cosmetics. So additional home upgrades, this is something I see posted all the time. There are such good cosmetics in this game that people want more space to show them off. I kind of hope when you upgrade your home, you actually have separate rooms and doorways. That would be my preference, but if it just makes your home bigger and maybe adds some walls or some, cutout sections for a specific bedroom or a kitchen, that would be fine as well. But I would prefer that you actually have to go through a doorway to get to another part of the house and decorate all of it. Maybe you could even do a few different themes in that way if you have more than one room that's like clearly divided. I think that would be great. Additional player and animal cosmetics. I already think that we have great player cosmetics, so I don't even know what they're adding, but I already feel like I am trying to wear everything I get and it's impossible to. So I don't really know that I'm like that excited for the player cosmetics because we already have so much. But what I am excited for is the new animal cosmetics. Even if they just add some more color variants to some of the things like the unicorn horns or some of the hats for the cows and sheeps, I would be totally fine with that. I think it would be cool to differentiate your animals based on what color of hat they have, especially if you have multiple of the same color of animals. Or, for example, the unicorn horns, I want them to be different colors so they could kind of match your horse better. But if they added like a saddle to the horses, a blanket for the cows, anything like that, I just think would be very cute and welcome. So that's all the specific ones, but they also do say miscellaneous. And under this section, it just says and more. So what does that look like? This is all total speculation here, but I do feel like the game overall is not super buggy and they've already done quite a few quality of life improvements, but I do think they will continue to add quality of life improvements. And for example, I mean, this is a very niche problem, but if you're zoomed in too much and are recording, the mouse glitches out like this, and I actually messaged them about it, and the devs are so nice, they replied right away saying, we already know this is an issue, we're working on it. So I do feel like there's probably a lot of things that have been reported to them like this that they're gonna fix for the Q4 update. I also could see them maybe adding some new crops, maybe some new not main storyline content, but things that will really complement the game. But I truly don't know what else there could be because in the rest of the roadmap, there is so many other things that are going to be added. So it's really tough to say what is coming now and what is coming later. What does the rest of the roadmap look like? So really quickly, they are planning on adding NPC heart cap, raised to 8 and 10 hearts, 8 and 10 heart events for Daydwell NPCs, marriage and children, and additional Saturday market vendors. Other than marriage, which is always a fun part of the game, the thing I am most excited for is additional Saturday market vendors for 2 reasons. One, I already love all 4 of the vendors and the things that they sell, so I'm excited just to have more cosmetics sold, more useful items sold, but I also hope these additional Saturday market vendors come in later in the game and have rare items, like maybe a rare sword shop, something that would be really exciting in the second year of the game that you can unlock and really progress you further. In the mines and dungeons, they're going to add additional biomes, additional dungeon questline events, and additional unlockable spells. That is great because I think one of the cool things about this game is that magic is incorporated. So I want to see a lot of new spells unlocked. I hope that you don't have to unlock them all with just getting down every 20 levels in the mines. I hope there's some other quests added where you can get spells in a different way because, again, the magic part is just so cool. I hope that that becomes like a very central theme and mechanic of the game. Town and Renown levels, so there's going to be additional things for that, nothing much to say there. Skills and perks, so skill cap raised and additional skill perks. Again, pretty standard, they're just building on what they've already built. Then there will be customization cosmetics. So after this Q4 update, there's going to be another additional home upgrade and farmland upgrades to make you have more usable farm space, which is great. Additional player and animal cosmetics, additional furniture and decor, and pets and ability to ride large animals. I cannot wait for the pets. I hope they can follow you into the mines, although sometimes those animations end up being really annoying, so only if they can execute on it really well would I want that. But do I want to ride my horse around? Yes, I cannot wait for that. And then it says miscellaneous, there's just more plans. So again, this could be anything and everything. And I know that as they add things and get feedback, they'll probably get new ideas. So there's probably a lot of things that they're considering. One thing I will mention again is I hope they make some of the Saturday market vendors and Ulrich dateable because the characters are just so good in this game. I want more romance, and usually I wouldn't really care about that because I don't like the characters that much, but in this game, I do. So what are you hoping gets added? Are you looking forward to the Q4 update? Are you going to continue your old farm? Are you going to start brand new and play through it again? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on November 19th.